Good morning. We are delighted to welcome all participants to the Open Doors webinar, which is part of the Open Doors Russian Scholarship Project. And it is really wonderful to see so many participants joining us today from different countries around the world. So thank you for being with us today. My name is Elena Bayarskaya, and I work for the project office of the Open Doors Russian Scholarship Project, and I will be moderating today's session. So it's a great pleasure to guide you, all participants, through this event organized by the Global University Association in close collaboration with the Ministry of Science and Higher Education of the Russian Federation, in collaboration also with Россотрудничество Agency. A few words about the Open Doors Russian Scholarship Project. It is an international academic competition that provides talented students, young researchers, and professionals from around the world with the opportunity to pursue their academic and also research career at leading Russian universities, enjoying the full scholarship provided by the government of the Russian Federation. So since its launch in 2017, this competition has brought together participants from 185 countries, attracting almost 150,000 participants and recognizing more than 6,300 winners who have gained the opportunity to study and do of your choice. So don't miss the opportunity to browse the Open Doors website. And having said that, and without any further ado, I would like to give the floor to our first invited speaker from Moscow State Institute of International Relations, Polina Alexeyeva. Polina, over to you now. Polina, we can see you, but not here. Not yet. So there's a minor technical. Oh yeah, now we can. Very good. So no technical problems today. Okay, and please switch your microphone on. It was on a second ago.
I'm sorry. Hi. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, now it's okay. Yes. And then it would be good to see your presentation as well. Yeah.
Turning it on. Hi, everyone.
Yeah, perfect.
My name
Yes.
is Polina, and now I'm going to tell you a little about our MGIMO University, which full name is Moscow State University of International Relations under the Ministry of the Foreign Affairs of the Russian Federation. I'd like to focus mainly on our master's academic track and our English taught programs, and highlight the main facts about MGIMO, our campus, our atmosphere of studying here, and here are the contacts you can use to ask any questions. So why MGIMO? MGIMO is recognized as the best non-Western university for preparing international relations experts. We are in the top 100 of the QS World University Rankings by subjects in politics. We also hold a Guinness World Record for teaching 55 full-time foreign languages, more than any other university in the world, and our community is truly strong and international. Students from more than 90 countries choose to study at MGIMO. Moreover, MGIMO means prestige, global outlook, and excellence, and academic excellence. Our honorary doctorate degrees are awarded to the most prominent world leaders. MGIMO graduates become presidents, prime ministers, foreign ministers, CEOs of multinational corporations. And by studying here, you really can join the same path that many world leaders have taken. And it's also an excellence in English. You can join programs which are fully taught in English. This allows you to study at the highest international standards and to develop strong academic and professional English. And our students reach proficiency levels comparable to IELTS 8 to 9. And one more fact. I'm sorry, our learning environment. At MGIMO, you will study in a really international, supportive, and inspiring atmosphere. Our university combines traditional academic excellence with modern technologies. So it's a really powerful global community. And as our graduates live and work all over the world, our alumni are united by alumni associations, which are located in all over the world, but of course in major cities such as London, Geneva, Paris, New York, Dubai, Singapore, Astana, and many others. So wherever you go, you will always find MGIMO connections and strong professional support. And being a part of our university means joining an international family that always stays together for life. MGIMO brings together talented and motivating young people, as I've already said, from more than 90 countries, and about 13% of our students are international students. And the environment and atmosphere on our campus is really multicultural, welcoming, and I'll tell more about our cultural and social life a little bit later. So we do everything to help our international students to feel supported from day one. They can join our integration activities and take part in MGIMO Buddy program, where senior students help newcomers to help newcomers adapt to university life, to MGIMO, to life in Russia. And there are also many national clubs that unite students from different countries and different regions based on culture, language, and shared interests. And one more important opportunity for our international students is traveling across Russia and exploring its culture, its history, and international students also take active part in our social and cultural life. They join conferences, celebrations, international forums, and as I've already said, clubs based on interests and culture. And about our professors, among them are more than 200 doctors of science and over 1,200 PhD holders, as well as distinguished Russian and international diplomats, politicians, business leaders, journalists, and every year on September the 1st, the academic year is officially opened with a lecture by our Minister of Foreign Affairs, Sergei Lavrov, and all the international students are welcomed at this event. And even though all our programs in one way or another are connected to international relations, it doesn't mean that the only career for our graduates is diplomacy. At MGIMO, you can choose from a wide range of programs. For example, we offer masters in finance, management, business informatics, tourism, journalism, international law, ecology, psychology, and many, many more. Most of them are taught fully or partly in Russian. And as for English taught master programs, they are on the right side of the slide. These are in economics. You can focus on Russia, ASEAN strategic partnership. There's no similar educational program in any other Russian or ASEAN university. These experts in this field are in high demand both in Russia and ASEAN member states. So the program provides students with the necessary skills in economics and politics of the Russia-ASEAN cooperation. And talking about programs in international relations taught in English, these are global order transformations and challenges, and post-Soviet public policy. So a few words about some extra programs for international students. I'd like to focus on Russian language courses. So if you choose a program in Russian, but you doubt in your Russian language skills, you can join 1 or 2 semester programs and learn Russian language online or here in Russia. So there are group and individual formats, and there are also visiting student programs, models for scientific research. So you can just visit for a short time to make sure MGIMO is the university you would like to choose. A few words about social and cultural life. So it's truly dynamic and inspiring. More than 100 students and organizations at MGIMO create opportunities for personal development, for expressing your creativity. You can take part in major international events and forums around the world, including really big international events. In addition, MGIMO regularly organizes humanitarian and educational missions in Russia and abroad, where you can gain real-life experience helping other people, promoting international cooperation. So life in MGIMO really goes far beyond classes and classrooms. And the university has about 10 cultural clubs. These are theaters, singing clubs, dancing clubs, cinema clubs, poetry club. And throughout the year, our university hosts bright cultural events featuring students' performances and special guests and headliners from the world of music, cinema, and culture. And these events bring together all our students from different countries and help to create a warm, vibrant atmosphere on campus. So your student life will certainly be unforgettable. And sports are an essential part of our student life. We provide modern sports facilities, including gyms, swimming pools, tennis, football fields, everything you need to stay active and healthy. You can choose from 16 sports sections, from team games to individual sports, even cyber sports. And we regularly organize sporting events, including international tournaments and field trips that also bring together our students. And a few words about our really big and beautiful campus. It's located on the southwest of Moscow in a really nice and calm university district. So it provides really comfortable and inspiring study environment. Students live in a modern apartment-style hotel. It's new and located just a few steps away from the main academic. And so our campus life is really convenient. Also has its own medical clinic, many shops, canteens, cafes, library, and everything you need really to study in a comfortable atmosphere. So we would be really happy to see you at MGIMO, and the Open Doors Olympiad provides this opportunity to study at Russia's leading international university without fees. So you can follow the QR code to learn more about participating in the Olympiad, and here are some contacts you can use to answer answer your questions. And if you have some right now, I'll be happy to answer.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Paulina, for your highly informative presentation. Very rich, actually, in facts and figures. And I'm very happy that in your presentation, you did answer some of the questions that we got from our participants. And I can just read out the question to you, but you did answer. And the question was about comprehensive support mechanisms, psychological, social, and administrative aspects that specifically dedicated to international students during their first year to ensure their success and smooth integration. And I was very much impressed by the number of clubs, by the number of events, by your buddy program. Maybe just one question pertaining to the same thing, and this is a money talk. So could you give us some estimation of the stipend that your students get monthly, on top, of course, on top of the scholarship that covers one full year preparatory students and also a preparatory course of intensive Russian language training, and of course full scholarship for getting a degree. So this is covered by the Open Doors Russian Scholarship Project. So how much do students get from the university monthly?
The scholarship from our university is about $100 for bachelor students and $200 for master students.
For master students. Okay, very good. And give us some estimation of the accommodation costs. So how much do students have to pay monthly for their dormitories or students' residence halls?
The dormitory costs from 120 to 140 per month.
Per month. Okay, very good. And we have lots of questions about your university and particularly about the degrees that you offer to your international students and to your students in general. And one of our participants writes that he or she is delighted to be again to attend the Open Doors webinar. And the question is about peace and conflict resolution program at the master's level. Do you have such a program, even though you did demonstrate a list of programs, but do you have anything related to conflict, peace and conflict resolution? Is it a separate program or is it a part of some other course? And what is the language of instruction?
We have one program in international relations, partly connected to conflict resolution. It's more about non-governmental organizations that, such as UN and others, that so the students go into the mechanisms that can help to make the world a better place, and it's in some way touches upon the topic of conflict resolution, but
all right,
it's
yes.
mainly
Okay, and the program is in Russian, but I suppose this is no problem if our students opt for an intensive Russian language course, which is also
Yes.
paid for by the Russian government. So language of instruction is not a problem. And then more questions are coming. And the next one is about master's degree in linguistics. So could you say a few words? So I was particularly impressed by the number of languages that you offer, 55 languages, really very impressive. So the question is again about linguistics. So what languages do you teach, and maybe you have some specialization like Russian linguistics or cognitive linguistics or computer linguistics. So a few words about this particular program.
So these degree programs mainly have two directions for future teachers and professors of the language and for future interpreters. Among the language Chinese, sorry, Spanish. I have unstable internet connection. I hope I'm heard.
No, we can hear you well, no problem.
Okay. And French. So these are Chinese and main European languages.
Okay, and the main European languages. So it's teacher education, teacher training, and interpreter training. Okay,
Yes.
very good. And then on the list of these programs, we can see business. And the question that we got from our participant was about a master's in entrepreneurship and the language of instruction. So is there a separate program on entrepreneurship training entrepreneurs, or this is part of your business, or maybe management course?
Please, can you repeat the question? I had some unstable
Yeah,
internet.
okay. So the question was about master's program in entrepreneurship. Teaching or training entrepreneurs, because on the list of the programs that are run in Russian, we can see business and we can see management. Do you have a separate program, or is entrepreneurship part of these two programs?
These are two different faculties. Business is mainly focused on international trade, international organizations, and the management programs, there is a few of them, is mainly focused on sports, art, museums, and tourism. So business is a more general program. Management has just different directions of studying: sports, arts, museums, and tourism.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Again, the next question is again about languages. So do you teach Urdu, or does anybody speak Urdu at your university?
Yes,
Yes.
but mainly our international relations students in bachelor start to learn this language from the
So
year
it's
one.
a part of the bachelor degree
Yes,
program. Yeah.
because in 2
Okay.
years it's quite difficult to learn this language on a
Absolutely.
decent
We
level.
understand this is a difficult language to learn. Yeah, beautiful but difficult.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you have anything related to public health, maybe?
Actually, I think no.
Because
We
you're
are
not a medical university, yes, but
yes,
some
we are
universities
focused.
do. There are exceptions to this general rule, because you are not definitely, you are an institute of international relations, focusing on international affairs.
More
All right, and then students, excuse me?
humanitarian programs, something like
Yeah,
that.
sure. Mainly, yeah, programs in the humanities, but not in public health. And then maybe last question so far, because I'm sure we will get more questions to you, Paulina, because our students are very much interested in learning more about the opportunities that your university offers. You did mention lots of clubs and communities, and the question is, do you think it's possible to join more than one club to enjoy social and cultural life to the full?
I think everything is possible. It depends on time management and the program you enroll in, because some of them require really a lot of time, and some of them are more about your personal time management and organization. So of course, one or two clubs will be will require a lot of time, but if your focus is to make more friends, visit more events, you can try.
Okay. Thank you. So the answer is yes, if our participants can manage time-wise and energy-wise. All right. So still
And
questions
sleepless.
coming, and this time this was a question about human resource management program, any degree program, or part of the course, human resource management.
Yes, we have a problem, a program, sorry. In psychology, it's mainly about communication in professional field, and our graduates of this program can also work as human resources managers. It's one of the main focuses of this program. So it's really
yes.
for the, yes.
Okay, good. And then again, management, but this time not about human resource management, but events management. So I know that many universities focusing on the humanities do have event management program. Do you have?
Yes, we had the program in event management about 1 year ago. This year we didn't.
So
We
this
didn't
year
have
not.
this program.
Yeah.
Yes, but maybe the next year we will launch it again. Relaunch it. So if there are enough people who want to join it, we will certainly organize
reconsider and reintroduce this program again. All right, and maybe the last question, so far last. So does the university offer masters in digital marketing?
Yes. I don't see here marketing, but yes, we have an institution for marketing and artificial intellect, which provides a really modern, a really technological program that helps to become not just a marketologist, but a specialist in data science, in AI research. So certainly yes, and I really recommend it. It's really good and modern.
And popular, I suppose. Not only good and modern, but
Yes, of
also
course.
very popular with our participants and with the Russian students as well. Okay,
And the
thank you
comments
very
on
much,
this
Polina.
program are
Yeah.
great.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely. I'm sure that the program is really great. So, Polina, I would like to ask you just to stay with us till the end of the webinar, because
Okay.
we do have questions to both universities during the webinar, and my colleagues from the project office did manage to answer many questions forwarded to our meeting chat, but I'm sure we will get more questions to you by the end of the webinar. So thank you once again, Polina, for your
Thank you.
wonderful, structured, very rich in facts and figures presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And it's time to introduce our next speaker to you, Anastasia Vishnevskaya, coming from the National Research University High School of Economics. Anastasia.
Hello, I hope you can hear me.
Hello.
Hi,
Yeah, we
everyone.
can hear you. Yes. Hi.
I'm
Once
delighted
again.
to be here. All right, let me show you my presentation that I have prepared for you.
Yeah,
All right.
everything is fine. Yes.
Yeah. I'm very grateful for this opportunity to represent my university, which I sincerely love. So again, my name is Anastasia Vishnevskaya. I represent HSE University, which I'm sure you had heard about. Maybe you have some friends studying here, or even relatives, because when you go downstairs, you see many international students, which is what I'm going to tell you about as well. So this is the National Research University Higher School of Economics. Uh, I want to make a small remark. It's a beautiful rainy morning in Moscow, and our campus is very cozy. I wish you had felt that. So maybe one day, I hope you will be a future student of Russia and of HSE University. So let's start uh, with some facts and figures, I guess. Let me get to the next slide first. All right. So HSE University is a very, very big university. I'm sure you see the numbers. It's a prestigious university as well, which is very popular among Russians, but not only among them, among foreigners as well. As I had mentioned, if you go downstairs, I am at the Pokrovsky Boulevard building of HSE University, and we have many buildings here in Moscow. If you go downstairs, you will see many international students. Our communities are very big. Many languages are spoken here. And I want to mention that we have students from all around the world, which is 130 countries. I think it's a very impressive figures. And it really changes our community to the better, I feel. So we have a very strong academic focus as well, and a very wide variety of student communities, as I mentioned. There are many cultural days, many events, many clubs. So if you arrive here, I'm sure you will meet many people from your country, which is very important for someone who goes to a different country, which could be stressful because we are humans. So we have around 5,000 foreign students studying here. And every year we grant admission to around 2,000. Many of them have scholarships. So it's a very nice opportunity, I would say, especially with such academic class. So I want to say that HSE University continues to hold its top ranks in numerous global ratings, which you can see presented on the slide. It's considered prestigious among Russians and among foreigners, as I had already said. It's a very desirable academic destination. And a few days ago, I saw a new ranking which proved again that employers are seeking for workers that had graduated HSE University, which I think is a very important factor when you choose a university. This rating really speaks for itself. Okay, so we can go on. What I love about HSE University is that we have many campuses just among Russia as well. Not only in Moscow universities we have many buildings, but in St. Petersburg we have a university. In Nizhny Novgorod, which is a beautiful city, in Perm as well. So if you are a fan of Russian culture and you know that there are many beautiful cities in Russia, not just Moscow, you might be interested in these cities as well because it's an HSU university there too, and it has the same academic standard as the Moscow campus. So if I were you, I would really look into it. It's a beautiful opportunity to explore Russia as well. All right. Well, as graduates, you can see the opportunities that lie ahead of you. Graduates or masters have the postgraduate opportunity and continuing their professional education, which I think is very important. We have many master programs. The list of available programs via Open Doors can be found online, but I will warn you that it might change. So you may have questions what programs we have, and I may answer them. But this information is prone to changing, is what I want to say. Okay, so let's continue. The list of undergraduate and graduate, which is important for you, programs is very diverse. We have programs in English, We have programs in Russian. If you are interested and ready to learn Russian, you may be granted a prep year, which is an entire academic year of learning Russian. It's not just a semester or a few months. It's a very thorough process that you have to go through with dedication, of course. We have many successful cases of people learning and mastering Russian, well, even in a year, which is, I would say, an achievement. And we are very proud of these students. And they continue with their own pride as well to their Russian taught main programs. But you can also, if you are not ready to master Russian, you can also consider English taught programs, which is very common among our international applicants since English is like a universal language. And I want to make a remark that we have Russian students there, of course, many of them, and they also speak English. So it's a standard in HSE University that you pass a certain exam and you can communicate because it's well, a very competitive market for employment. We all know that you have to speak languages. All right, let's continue with that. Well, among the various fields of study, economics, design, management, everything you had asked about the other university that we have here. We are also not a medical university, just like MGIMO, but I think we have one program that might be connected to it, but more like a research. So we are not a medical university. We offer even software engineering, neuroscience, and contemporary art. And another remark, art at HSE University, even though it's a national research university, higher school of economics, art is a very demanded position here. Design, all of that is incredibly popular among Russians and foreigners as well. We have beautiful portfolios sent to us every year. It's quite inspiring, I would say. So the atmosphere here is great. Okay. As a joke, we refer to HSE University as a higher school of everything. Well, it's kind of a slogan we have here that you can study everything here, especially if you have the passion, the enthusiasm, anything is possible, even if you don't know the language, the Russian language. Okay, we shall continue with the next slide. Oh, I really love this one. We have 3 satellites launched. So can you imagine a university doing that? I think it's quite impressive. We also have a supercomputer. The students who study in this field have the access to it. So it's a very powerful tool that is available to only students of HSE University. It's not written here, but we also have a huge library. If we speak about resources that we offer, we have a very impressive number of books, student guides, which are available. So you don't, sometimes you have to buy a lot of books, but most of them are provided by the library if you look for them and if they're available. And the library itself is very inspiring. It's like a place where you can sit with your laptop, with your favorite book and study, crunch. It's very inspiring to look at students. Suddenly you want to become a student too. So I love this energy and I'm sure you will feel it when you arrive. We have also viral geonology simulator, which is something you might understand is connected to the COVID-19. So our university conducts very, I would say, important researches, which is very admirable. We are also very prone to studying artificial intelligence, which is demanded by the employers now. And I think it's a very, I would say, lucrative field of study. I think let's go to the next one. well, what's important here for you is that since you are open doors participants, you will be studying for free if you're granted admission here, and you will have a monthly stipend of around 2,000 rubles. Of course, you will have to take exams. There are no pass-fail exams at HSC, so that's also important. We have a 10-point scale of grading. Well, minors are for bachelor students, but masters have the Magalega opportunities. So about this, you can also ask us later. We have 4 modules and sessions. So studying, if you are admitted here, studying is what you will have to actually do. It's very important that you go to your lessons and prepare for the exams. Uh, this university is for those who are um, looking for successful employment and career. Mhm. All right, I want to mention that we have student mobility. These are student exchange programs, international events that are quite brilliant. As I mentioned, Pokrovsky Boulevard is a huge building, but more correctly, buildings. It's like 13 buildings connected. I really recommend that you Google our university and see the pictures. We also have an online tour that you can find. It's a very convenient tool to see how you would feel in the walls of this university. I was very impressed when I first came here. The atrium, the atmosphere, it's very, very nice, and I understand why it's so demanded, even among international applicants. We have postdoctoral fellowship, and about fellowships, we have, as you have seen on the first slide, we have many alumni, graduates, and these people also come here. They remember about the university, and the university, which is very important, remembers about them. There is a club of graduates, and I think it's a very, very resourceful. Mhm. Okay. Oh, I want to go back for a second. Uh, Faculty and staff mobility. Why is it important for you? We have some mm, international students even working here. So I work in the international department, so I have colleagues also from all around the world, and I think it really speaks for itself. The campus, my favorite topic, as you had noticed, uh, where I am sitting right now. Again, Pokrovsky Boulevard, and we have many other buildings which are all unique and different, and that is what I love because I have access to all of them, and I can see what they are. We have Wi-Fi access, convenient logistics. We have many cafes and a very beautiful, my favorite cafeteria, which is very big, spacious, looks like a spaceship to me. I don't know. It's very beautiful and very tasty. The prices are also okay. We're in Moscow, and the prices in the cafeteria are very well for students, I would say, not for someone who already has a huge salary, which you will have, but maybe not when you're in the first year. Um, or maybe, I don't know, anything is possible, as my colleague had mentioned. We have first aid posts, of course, everything is up to the standards of safety. Not everyone can access the building itself, it's only for students. They have a card, they have all the documents that prove that they're students. Well, of course, it's everywhere like that. We have many computers here, we have beautiful high tech classes, rooms that are well equipped for some of the directions, some of the fields of study that we offer. We have gyms that are accessible, sorry, for everyone, even a separate gym for the workers, which I use. I think it's very brilliant. and it's beautiful. What I want to mention as well, sometimes we have campus tours, and always when I have a group of people who are listening to what I'm saying, it's like, I walk around the campus. I always point out the adaptation for the disabled people. We have these uh, things for the wheelchairs and for the blind people, the Braille font. It's very accessible, and HSE University really thinks about every single student, which I can confirm. Hmm. Okay, the dormitories. We're here in Moscow, as I mentioned many times. We just in Moscow we have 11 dormitories, which I think represents how many students we have in general. 11 dormitories. Maybe there will be a question. Do international students live separately from the Russian citizens? No, they live all together. Just like they study all together, these programs are not just separate for international students, it's a program for everyone. And I think that ensures the cultural exchange. Talking to the future students, I'm sure. So we have many student-led clubs, national clubs as well. They have the right to organize events. We have culture days, and they have their own representation here. We learn who they are, and they learn who we are. Since we have Russian culture days, of course, just a few days ago. It was even I learned something new, even though I'm Russian. So, yes, we have uh, psychological counseling as well. That is not ignored here. There are three free individual consultations, and you can register for help if you need it. The dormitories are 11, as I mentioned, in Moscow, and every campus, which is located in Perm, Nizhny Novgorod, or St. Petersburg. Also, we have an online campus because we offer online programs as well. Every campus has their own dormitory as well. So that is provided to the full scholarship recipients, which are open doors winners. So what I didn't talk about transport. Thank you for the slide. The transport is brilliant in Moscow, and the students have a pass which is much cheaper than the usual payment for the transportation here. Mhm. I think it's quite important. Okay, uh, it is a very important topic. Plan your expenses here. The tuition fee is covered, but what else? You have your monthly stipend of around 2,000 rubles. You have your dormitory, which the costs may vary depending on the city, the dormitory. So that will be mentioned later. I think when you will be getting admitted, you can learn more about that. Living in Russia uh, will be around this cost, the 400 rubles per month for transportation. This is already with a discount. For regular, for non-students, it's around 3,000 per month. So this is a big privilege. Lunch in the university, as I had mentioned, the cafeteria, it's quite affordable and very nutritious, I would say, for this price. Very good. Telephones, internet, all of that is already will be accessible to you. Entertainment in Moscow also costs around 2,000 rubles. That would be going to a cinema or a theater or everything of your choice. Of course, the prices may vary on the establishment. It depends on the place where you're going to visit. So the residence, the payment for the dormitory, I would say the lowest here in Moscow is 2,000 rubles per month for the dormitory. But the prices may vary depending on their city, so that will have to be clarified individually. All right. We have a career center. As I mentioned, employers a few times already. It's essential that students are exposed to the international or just Russian companies that work with HSE University. And these are many. It's Sberbank, Tinkoff, it's also bank, Alpha Bank with a B, Yandex, a huge IT company that I see very often standing on the first floor of this building and kind of pre-recruiting students, asking what they do, what their interest is. And this is brilliant because you can find a job if you present yourself to them quite quickly if you are really uh, enthusiastic about finding a job quickly. Yeah, sorry for repeating words. But we also have VK, another IT giant that is very popular in Russia. Everyone knows about VK, and I think it's a very desirable employer as well. So HSE University is very connected to these companies. All right. As I mentioned, the amount of the countries is 130 countries that are represented at HSE University. And I would say you hear many languages spoken here, and it is very intercultural experience. You will surely find many friends, even if you don't know Russian. If you speak your language and you speak English, you will surely find your own community and you will not be alone. I also want to mention that apart from the Career Center for International Students and all students in general, we have the International Support Center, which you can contact in some cases of emergency or just for a consultation. I'm personally from the Applicants Center, so I consult applicants. And as you see, HSE University has a department for every stage, for applicants, for students, international students, psychological support, career support. It's a very impressive number of workers who are taking care every day of students and applicants. The most popular fields of study, let's talk about that. Economics, design, management, applied mathematics, computer science, law, international relations, linguistics. So a higher school of everything it really is. We have many applicants from some Russian-speaking countries as well: Kazakhstan, Belarus, Uzbekistan, Moldova, Kyrgyzstan, Vietnam. Not Russian-speaking, but still many applicants from these countries. China, Mongolia. So if you're from these countries, know that you will have many friends here. What I want to say, this slide, one square is irrelevant for you here because you are open doors applicants, and that means that you do not need to apply and take entrance exams. You will need to apply later, but the entrance exams that we hold, you do not need to take them. And I think maybe it relieves some stress from you. This is why I'm highlighting it. You need to participate in the open doors competition. And every year we have around 1,500